Hello people, and welcome to the Anime Stop Pod. My name's Sav, and today I thought I'd bring you guys a video discussing possible counters for the new 7-star Decidueye raid. It's finally here, the next 7-star raid. On the 17th of March at midnight UTC, which is UK time, we will get to take on the new Decidueye the Unrivaled. This is a short video giving you some ideas of what Pokemon to use and more importantly what Pokemon not to use in the upcoming raid. I have included all of the builds for the Pokemon that I'll be using in this raid. You don't have to use these Pokemon, and by all means there's no guarantee that they will work, but judging on the information we have, this is what I've gone for. So as possible Pokemon to use, I've gone for Miraidon, Iron Hands, Magnezone, Toxtricity and Bellibolt. There'll be more info on the builds and why I think these will be good attackers later on in the video. And as far as supporters go, I don't think you can go wrong with a Corviknight. If you don't have a Corviknight, then I would go ahead and build an Umbreon. Let's start with what we know about the Decidueye. The confirmed stats are, it's a grass ghost type, it will have a flying terra type. Now, because it's a flying terra type, you will need a Pokemon that's strong against flying. That means electric, ice or rock. However, we have to pay attention to the moves on my right, which shows you its move pool. I've picked out a few moves that I think it might have. I've gone a bit OTT, but there's the type of moves it has. So it's got flying moves, it's got grass moves, it's got ghost moves, it's got fighting moves. Which means, because of that, you do not want to use grass, fighting, bug, water, ground, rock, psychic, ghost, normal, ice, dark or steel. All of those types, it will have a move that will be strong against, I think. And on the use side, we have electric. I think electric is going to be the way to go. Unless it's got a ground move, which I don't think it does. Miraidon, number one on the list. The MVP of the Walking Wake raid for me is got to be Miraidon. Yeah, solid electric type, extremely powerful. It's got a wicked ability. Yeah, I've put this moveset down below. Metal Sound, Charge, Electro Drift, Electric Terrain. I've also put the item that it should be holding. I like to use a Shell Bell. I've put the nature there. I like Miraidon. For me, it seems a bit too easy for it to be Miraidon, so I've got a feeling there's going to be a catch somewhere. However, number one choice for me would be Miraidon. Now, we have a physical attacker. We have a physical attacker at number 2 in Iron Hands. Although it is part fighting, which I said don't use, because it's an electric type, you'll be fine because it will cancel out the damage and it won't be double weak, it will just resist, basically. You'll be fine. You'll be fine with Iron Hands, even though it's a fighting type. Trust me. The ability's good. It's got Belly Drum. Obviously, one of the most overpowered moves in the game. I've put Drain Punch on there just in case you need to recover a bit of health. But really, Thunder Punch and Charge. That's what I would say go for. Sometimes they take away your Belly Drum. You can just charge and Thunder Punch rather than taking the risk of the Belly Drum. That's why I've left it like that. Iron Hands, another Pokemon like Miraidon. It's an absolute powerhouse, always does the business in the raids. And again, I've gone for a Shell Bell because any attacker, I think, needs a Shell Bell. You don't want to be going down. Do not want to be going down. Number 3 is a build that was sent to me by Smoke, Magnezone. It's a special attacker. Everything is there that you need on the side. I like the idea of Zap Cannon and Lock On because Zap Cannon is a very powerful attack, but it hasn't got the best accuracy. It's only got a 50% chance of hitting. But with Lock On, the previous turn, it guarantees to hit with Zap Cannon. So it's also got Metal Sound, which can lower the special defense. Magnezone, I think, could do some crazy stuff. It's a bit of a... Iron Hands and Miraidon are like, yeah, definitely. Magnezone, I'm a bit iffy, but I'd like to see how it does. The same goes for the next Pokemon. Toxtricity. Now I had a couple of builds for this. I had one with the Punk Rock ability and one with the Plus and Minus ability. In the end, after testing it, done a few test raids with Smoke, I decided that the best build to do for this would be to build one like to try and solo it, with the ability Punk Rock, which increases the damage on moves that are like Soundwave moves, such as Overdrive. It's got the Modest Nature, Shell Bell for recovery purposes, and obviously you look at the moveset, you've got Acid Spray, so you can lower the special defense. You can use Taunt off the bat, so it can't do nothing to increase or decrease, you know. Stops it doing them moves, it has to attack, basically, it has to do an attacking move. You've got Electric Terrain, which you can use just before you attack, and you've got Overdrive. So this Toxtricity with the Punk Rock ability, for me, it's a possible one-shot. I'm interested to try it. We'll see on the day, but another one, a bit iffy about. It can handle itself, you know. So this is a possible one-shot as well. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. It's all a gamble at the moment because we don't know what moves it's going to have guaranteed. Now we're going for my guy. Bellibolt. MVP for me. Don't know if it's going to be any good, but I'm going for it. I'm going for it. It doesn't have Taunt, so I don't know how good it will be in a solo. But I think with one supporter, maybe a Corviknight, it could do the business. That Electromorphosis, incredible ability. Really, really good ability. Moveset, Acid Spray, it can lower the special defense. Electric Terrain, Thunderbolt, Slack Off. Honestly, I think this little guy, I think, is going to do really well in these raids. If you're not sure what to build, you haven't got a lot of candies, I'm assuming most of you have got an Iron Hands, right? Make sure it's got Electric Terror. We can try that. Miraidon, if you can't get a Miraidon, I would say go for the Bellibolt. I love this Bellibolt build. I think it's going to do some serious damage in this raid. So, yeah, I would say if you haven't got a Miraidon and you want to build a special attacker, go for Bellibolt. See what it does. For me, I feel it's going to be the man. It's going to be the man. Now we move on to the supporters. Corviknight, excellent for so many raids. So many raids. I build it up, EV train it in HP and physical defense. The Mirror Armor ability, really good ability. Impish Nature, Terror type Flying. All my supporters, I tend to give them leftovers. Wicked, wicked. Always you want to be able to regenerate your health because you're not going to be doing much attacking to regenerate with Shell Bell. You want to avoid people healing up, so you can concentrate on bulking up for the attacks. Moveset, Metal Sound is good against special, Metal Sound is good to support special attackers. Screech is good to support physical attackers. It can Taunt to stop it using any moves it can Taunt, so it can force the opponent to attack rather than using status moves. And after, if you need to attack, you've got your Drill Peck. You know, so it does the job. I love Corviknight. I think Corviknight is one of the best supporters in the game, hands down. However, I know some of you already have the next Pokemon ready. So if you've got an Umbreon ready, then this is the build for you. I would EV train it, full HP, and I would dedicate the rest of it to half special defense and half physical defense. It's an absolute tank Umbreon. Abilities Synchronize, Impish Nature, Dark Terror type, leftovers for the item. Moveset very similar to Corviknight. It's got Fake Tears to help out special attackers, and it's got Screech to help out physical attackers. It's got Taunt as well, so there you go. Stops the status moves for the opposition. But instead of the attacking move, because its attack is very weak, it's got Helping Hand. So, you know, they're both very similar. I personally prefer Corviknight, but they're both very, very, very good supporters. That concludes the video for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Write down in the comments any strats you think that will work with the Pokemon I've chose. Any strats that Pokemon I haven't mentioned. Any moves you think I've missed. Let me know. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we go live. And yeah, guys, I guess I'll catch you in the raid then. Peace.